The average Canadian RRSP contributor receives a tax refund of roughly $2,000. Most spend it. That single decision quietly dismantles a significant share of the long-term compounding the RRSP was designed to deliver. The refund was never a bonus, it is a loan from the government that gets repaid when you withdraw in retirement. When you contribute to an RRSP, the CRA lets you deduct that amount from your taxable income for the year. If you contribute $5,000 and your marginal tax rate is 40%, you get $2,000 back. That money was never truly yours to spend, it was tax you would have owed, temporarily sheltered inside the plan. When you withdraw in retirement, you pay tax on every dollar that comes out. The RRSP's power comes from keeping the full pre-tax dollar invested and compounding for decades. The moment you pull the refund out of the equation and spend it on a vacation or a car payment, you have effectively converted a tax deferral strategy into a slightly delayed version of a regular taxable account. You captured the deduction but surrendered the compounding on the refund itself. The move that closes this gap is straightforward. When your refund arrives, contribute it back into the RRSP. This is sometimes called the RRSP refund loop. Each reinvestment generates a smaller refund the following year, which you reinvest again. Over time, this cycle means more of your gross income ends up invested and compounding rather than passing through the tax system and disappearing into spending. An RRSP contribution invested for 30 years at a conservative 6% annual return roughly quintuples in value before tax. The refund on a $5,000 contribution, that $2,000 amount most people spend, would itself grow to over $11,000 over that same period if reinvested. That is the real cost of treating the refund as a bonus rather than as part of the strategy. For Canadians who expect to be in a similar or higher tax bracket in retirement, or who are unsure about withdrawal timing, one reasonable approach is to reinvest the RRSP refund into a TFSA instead. Growth inside a TFSA is completely tax-free on withdrawal, so the two accounts can work together rather than in isolation. The core principle is the same either way: do not spend the refund. The RRSP is one of the most effective tax tools available to Canadians, but only if the refund stays in the system. Treat the annual refund as a second contribution, not a reward for saving, and the long-term difference is material. Next, consider watching our breakdown of TFSA versus RRSP, which account to prioritize depends on your income level and retirement plans, and the answer is not the same for everyone. If this kind of straightforward analysis is useful to you, subscribing keeps it in your feed.